Hey guys, what's up? I'm out here today because I want to shoot a time-lapse video over the river, but I didn't wake up till 1 today, and the sun goes down at 4, so it gave me a 4-hour-ish window. Of course, by the time I was packed and ready to set out, it was 2 o'clock, so now I got 2 hours, and it takes about an hour to get down to where I want to go. So I'm going to have like a time-lapse video of the fleeting hours of the sun and complete darkness, because I'm going to be walking around. I'm not going to be standing next to my camera while this happens, so it's not going to be shut down right at nighttime. It's going to be shut down whenever I come back and grab my camera. So yeah, fun stuff. So I don't know how well that's going to turn out. Also, I wanted to kind of have it across the river this way, but like this way, but the sun is over there. So that's that's going to be a bit of a problem, because I kind of wanted to have the sun in focus so that there's a nice time-lapse video of the sun going down. But unfortunately, it's going to have to be based just on light. And here come some puppy dogs. And they're people. There are other people out enjoying the day as well. That's what I hate about living in a city. I kind of hate people. So, you know how that works, right? Hate people, stuck in the middle of a couple thousand of them. Nowhere you go, you can't ever be alone in a city. Some asshole's always gonna walk up on you. It sucks. It's even out here, half the time I'll be like recording, and it'll be like, oh, hello, person. I could almost do a time-lapse video right here, but I don't really know. There's a little bit more traffic. There's no footprints here though for people. Wait, I may have spoken too soon. No, it's all dogs and shit. So I could do it right here. See the nice golf course in the fading light, and then come back. Yeah, this would be a good spot for it. Animal tracks, no human tracks. So long as nobody follows my tracks or sees my camera from the bridge and decides they want it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go set my camera up. I won't be back on this camera, I'll be back on my other camera. There we go. So, hello, by the way. I'm out shooting some time-lapse video and some regular video as well. And, unfortunately my camera died, my secondary camera, my Ipod. Unfortunately that died. But, yeah, I came across some deer. And I was just sitting there watching them, and they were watching me, and it was a nice big watching group. And yeah, it was really weird. Suddenly there was this big noise, and the deer all froze up, and they're looking at, like, they all just turn their heads to me, and they're looking at me, and they're getting ready to run, and I'm looking at them, and like it made me freeze up too. I'm looking at them like, what the hell was that? And then I hear it again, and the deer just take off like a bat out of hell. And of course the sound came from behind them, so I don't know why they were looking at me. But yeah, so then I was like, well, screw this, I'm getting out of here too. So I fell back a little bit, and then I was like, well, hang on, what was that? So I started going back towards where the noise came from. And as I got there, the deer started coming back to where they were, and by now I was met up with the deer again, and I was pretty close to them. And yeah, I didn't see anything, but as I met up with the deer again, they kind of went out and around and back in behind. Kind of same thing that I did, only on the opposite side. And yeah, when I met up with them, I heard something very, very large moving through basically where I had just came from, only off in the bush. Of course, I'm following a trail. And yeah, it was really weird. And then, so I went back to check on my camera, because I heard something that sounded like it was crossing back onto the path. And so yeah, I turned around, checked on my camera, it was still good, recording some time lapse. Everything was all good. And yeah, then I went back out there and just sat and watched the deer for a little bit. It was pretty cool. And kind of freaky at the same time. So yeah, that was my day. Interesting day, to say the least. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna come back another time and look around back there. But until then, I'm headed home now that it's dark out. My hands are freezing. And the deer have gone away. It's pretty crazy because, 10, 15 feet either side of me, can't see a damn thing. And it's not even that dark out, it's just because the bush is that thick. So, something huge could be right there and I wouldn't even know it. I don't know what that noise was. I'm kind of thinking it was a moose, but you never know. It could be our ape friend. You never know. I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of like a structure-y thingy over there. Kind of interesting. In a way. Anyways, I'm going to shut the camera off because I'm gonna hit the main trail here pretty quick. I don't like looking insane. People should just know that. Know that I'm insane, that is. Anyways, see ya. If I can hit the power button.